G'day guys, part 6 of the mini banker. I've got down to Warrandyte. See someone's been here digging behind this rock. Done a pretty damn good job of it as well, cleaning that right out. Looks quite good. But yeah, back to my little 6-inch. So got my 6-inch here, running it at 14 degrees. The bottom of my 6-inch, I've got my 8-inch sluice. Just my river sluice with the indicator mat on there, as you can see. So what I've got within this bottom hose here is a 1100 gallon an hour pump, which is just down here. And in this bucket I've got my 2000 gallon pump. So 2000 gallon pump's going to feed in through the top, which is enough water flow for the mini 6-inch drain mat. Putting the 1100 on the bottom should give me about 3.1, so it should be enough to run the 8-inch. Just going to jam a couple more rocks. I had a different little plan, but that didn't work. So I'm going to jam a couple more rocks just to lift that up, and that's going to be running about 9 degrees. So 14 or so here on the 6-inch, and about 9 or so down there on the 8. Yeah, 2000 going through this first, then an extra 1100 dropping in over there on the 8-inch. What I've got is all the muck and crap that I've been running at home, testing this thing out. So you see there's like a bit of water in there, but you can see this is just concrete. Like, look at this. You press in there and it's just dirty clay crap. So sick of running it at home in the recon. This way I'll have new clean water. And I've got another bucket here. So this was the 4 buckets I initially started with. I'll just adjust that bottom sluice a bit, and then start her up and get this dirt through here and see if there's any gold in there. The only other thing that I've added to this was some black sand that I got from Slatey Creek. There was bugger all, maybe a quarter of a cupful, with some little very fine gold in there. Don't know if there's any gold in here. Today's not about the gold. This is just trying this 6-inch with fresh water, see how it goes and see how she performs. Alright, enough talking, and I'll get this thing going and start feeding. Alright, stuffed up my recording a little bit, doesn't matter. So I've got this stuff here, it's like concrete. So I'm going to end up, so it's like this. Just chuck her in. Hopefully you can see that. Once now it's cleared off, we'll just chuck your next scoop in. So yeah, feed her in. The rocks are still sort of sitting there a little bit, which is good. What the plan is, don't know if we're going to get any gold today. Haven't even got a shovel with me to dig any material here. This is just about cleaning this thing out. So I'm going to quickly put all this stuff through, or as quick as I can, and yeah, see if there's any gold at the end. We'll see how this is working as well down here. See how it's clearing out. Probably don't have enough angle on the 8. Probably don't really have enough water on the 8, but we'll see what happens. Alright, back after I run this first bucket through. Alright, that first half bucket of the 4 buckets that I initially started with, of those black buckets, run that through. Like, not really clearing. I probably need more angle on this bottom sluice. Always got to make sure you keep this clear at the end. Top one seems to be working pretty good. Obviously, not going to be able to see any gold in there. Might not be. Look, there, I know there's some very, very fine gold. I'm hoping there's some other bits that I've missed. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to feed this next bucket through. As I said, this is like concrete, this stuff, so it's a bit hard to hold my hand and try and film. But seems to be washing off pretty good, the rocks. This has already been through once before, but it's cleaning all the rest of the muck off, so that's good to see. So what I'd end up probably doing out on the field, and the other thing is I'll be running a petrol pump. You just don't have the PSI with one of these battery operated things. You know, they might pump the litres of water, but they don't have the pressure that you really need for a good spray bar. That's why I'm running just the 4 outlets there with 4 1/4 inch holes. But yeah, I'll feed this next bucket through and then I'll do a clean out and see how she goes. Alright. Ran all the stuff I had. As I said, I know there's probably a few little tiny specks. Don't know if there's any, any real gold. Let you have a look and see. So they're just like the stuff that's come through the sluice. Just here. So not a lot. Knock them back down. Should really start up here. Oh well, look, we started down here. We'll work our way up. So. As I said, this is on about 9 degrees, probably nowhere near enough angle. But the idea of this second one is one, to slow things down a little bit and just see if any gold is actually getting through the little 6-inch. So, as you see, a lot of heavies in there as I work my way up. Here, should be able to see in there's all the black sand. That'll be all from Slatey Creek. Going along here, this is just a little VMAT that I use as an indicator. And seeing as that one is the easiest to clean, that's what I'll do first, is I will do me little mat, me VMAT, just see if there's any fine gold in there. If that stuff is fine gold, but we'll soon find out. Going up here to the 6-inch. Can't see anything. A lot of stuff. If there was little bits, or some decently sort of bits, they should be still trapped up there. I've seen a few videos where they use this sort of a system, but it's all joint together, and they just smash the material through the first part of the sluice. And catch the nuggets, or catch like a nugget trap thing. My thinking is run your top mat at the recommended gallons per hour and run your bottom mat at the recommended gallons per hour. That's my thinking. Others might have a different opinion. They might just use the top section as something to smash the material as it's flying through there and then widen out, and this sluice acts as a drop-off zone. I don't know, each to their own. I'm just trying this. Don't have to do it my way. Do it whatever way you like. Alright, enough chatting again, and I'm going to pull out this VMAT, pan that out and see if we've got any gold in there. Alright. Done the VMAT, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. but there is some really fine, super fine gold just up there in the black sand. So that's okay. You know, better catching it than not. So yeah, it's no great loss. That stuff would be just travelling through as the black sand's travelling through. It's that fine. All right, let's do the 8-inch sluice. Get it out of the way of the 6. Let's just see what's in that sluice. All right, pan the cons. As you'll be able to see, there's 10 tonne of black sand. I'll probably let some black sand go as well. One little tiny bit of gold up there, and there's that micro stuff that I just left in there. So I'm going to do is just tip these cons into a bucket, and I'm hoping there's not too much black sand, and let's do the 6-inch stream mat. See what that reveals, if anything. Alright, clean the mat out, and to my surprise we've got a bit more gold. Just up here. That big piece was actually still stuck to a bit of ironstone, and I just sort of broke it up a little bit in my hand, and that little bit of gold just right there just dropped off it. Quite good. So I'm going to just suck this stuff up. All these bigger sort of little bits just here. It's my little snuff bottle. Just suck all the main ones up. Oh, there's one that got away. Cons, once again, there's a bugger all, but a little bit of a play might test the micro mat. Now, one more go. What I'm going to do now, how am I going to mess this up? I'm going to turn this pump on. Just going to let the water flush everything out and see what happens. See if we get anything there. I'll actually, one thing I've been wondering about is the punch plate, if that actually captures anything. Let's flush this out with the pump and see what happens. Alright, this was pretty much everything that was caught behind the mat in that little punch plate that I've got that holds the mat down. So nothing really big, but you know, decent amount of speck count there that was all stuck in there. So quite happy with that. Quite happy with what I got out of there. As I said, there was one bucket that I just smashed through, and I actually didn't capture a lot of gold, and a lot of tailings went back into the recon part and just messed it totally up. The second bucket was really good, but the first one, or not the first one, but the third bucket I put through, I just smashed it through too quickly. So chuck all my cons back in there. Oh, there we go. Seems to work. I'll just wash this thing down and chuck it in the car. I'm going to actually put the bucket on, because what happened the last time, I don't know where the gold actually got trapped in this thing, but I put a bucket down the bottom and I just washed it with the garden hose out the back and got a few bits of gold. So I'm going to do that again, see if there's any gold there, and if there is, I'll show you. If not, this will be the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed me little run with the 6-inch Highbanker that I've made. Might inspire some of you to build one yourselves. Again, it's not all that hard, but you know, it's a bit of trial and error. And yeah, just before I do go, one of my buddies has arrived. Hopefully you can see that. My mate loves these things. I'd never seen a leech in the creek until he said, "Oh, what about the leeches?" I said, "I've never seen one." All of a sudden, leeches everywhere. So yeah, this little bastard, he'll want to suck on me blood. Alright, I'll leave it at that, and if there is some more gold, I'll show you. If not, hope to catch you the next time. There will be a meet-up again. I'm planning for the 30th of November. So if you're interested in coming to that, there will be a video on the 20th. So I've got a 10-day forecast that way, and I can see what the weather's going to be like in a few areas. And we'll see what we can do. And if you want to come out and go for a little bit of a pan or a sluice, or if you got a detector, you might be able to do some detecting it that way. Yeah, till the next time, I'll see you all later. Any comments are much appreciated. Criticisms, whatever, I don't really care. I'm only learning. I don't know everything. I know a tiny little bit in this prospecting game. Just trying to share a little bit of what I've learnt in the last 12 months. Alright, till the next time, I'll see you all later.